Welcome back to the Red Cup Review. On today's episode, we're taking a look at the Darth Maul Legends in 3D half-scale Star Wars statue from Gentle Giant and Diamond Select. Big shout-outs to them for sending this over to us to bring to you. Now let's get on with the program. We're going to take a look at this piece under low light conditions because I think it shines more, even though that doesn't really make any sense. I think it looks better under low light without the big bright lights beaming on it. Now, there are things about this that are quite exquisite and very well done, although I'm not that crazy about this piece. And for those of you that follow this channel, know I absolutely love the Diamond Select Legends in 3D half-scale busts. I really, really love them. I just reviewed their Dr. Doom bust, and that thing was banging awesome. I'm also a huge fan of of Dr. Doom, just not so much a fan of Darth Maul. Look, I'm just not a prequel fan, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit biased towards this piece. However, there are things about this piece that shine, and things that, in my opinion, drop it down a couple of notches. However, things that make it great. The cloth work on this, which isn't necessarily cloth work, it just looks like it is, because it's the sculpting. Great job on the sculpt on this piece. The cloth looks like cloth. Under certain lighting conditions, it actually looks like soft goods, which is excellent. That's what you want it to look like. And the skin texture on the actual sculpt itself has pore marks in it, almost is what it looks like. And it has like a skin texturiness to it, if that even makes sense. You can see over here. Like, I don't know if that's just part of the way the sculpt was done, but it looks like pores coming out of a person's skin. So that's great. I love the eyebrow work and the brow work, the lines. It looks like a human face. It looks like Ray Park. I think they nailed all the pieces there. The base is actually his lightsaber, so that's a smart idea. I like the way they did that. His ears look good, and the actual sculpting on the crown over here, the bone, is very, very well done. The sculpt on it is great. It's sharp as hell. You'll definitely pierce your skin if you lean on this. It's cool. It's really freaking cool. Look at that right there. Very well done. But where it falters is in the paint department. Now, look. Again, like take the eyes, for instance. The eyes are actually pretty well painted. The actual inside of the eyes, they even have the little white dots on them to have like that reflective effect. However, it needed a clear coat to go over the eyes. The clear coat isn't prominent enough, and under certain conditions, when you're just looking at it, it has a very flat paint look the way the rest of his face has, which is what it's supposed to have. But that effect is also into the eyes itself, and that takes away from the realism. Like, take the mouth, for example, right? You see the black goop in the mouth area? Right? It actually looks like saliva in there. They use like a certain type of black paint in there, you know, like a shiny paint, to make it look like globulance-ishness, whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a word, but it looks pretty good in there. And they could have used a similar like glossiness for the eyes. That's what I'm basically getting at here. Now the painting on the bone work on his crown here, I think could have been just a little bit better. It's not bad. It's not great. It's average. The problem is I think they did such a better job with some of their other 3D busts that I'm just like, a little underwhelmed with this one. The sculpt is really great, though. You see, that's what I was saying. Look at the texture in the top of the head. It actually looks like pores on the top of someone's head. So that's good. So there are things that are good about it. Again, I like statues that kind of pop off the shelf color-wise, and this is your regular black and red. Let's face it, it's Darth Maul. He's got an incredible design. I actually hate the prequels. I do not like the Phantom Menace aspects of it, but not really a fan of the movie all that much. He was cool as hell, so he's cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's all right. But look, if you have the Darth Vader bust and you got the Kylo Ren bust and you want to build yourself a Star Wars collection to pair this off with some other statues, then look, you got to have it. All right, then it's just like, I guess, a must-have. if you're going to get this and maybe get it repainted, touched up a little bit perhaps, this could probably be an incredible piece because, again, I think the paintwork is where it just falters just a little bit, man. I mean, there is stuff like the tip of his nose there and the bottom of his cheek right over here with the paint. I don't know. I just don't think it's up to their standard. I think the paintwork on this, and this is like a really detailed piece too. So like, yeah, see, it's not like lined up on the nose, like the detail of the tattoo coming down the center of his nose isn't actually on the center of his nose. I don't know if that's on purpose or what it is. Even on the box, okay? Take the box, for instance, has, let's see if we could like kind of scoot this over real quick. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to try to, I know it's just like, what the hell are you doing, Rob? Look at the box. He looks shiny, he looks sweaty, right? He looks ready to like bite someone's head off. This doesn't have that. This is more of a flat paint than the shinier, sweatier looking paint that they could have gone with. And maybe they went with in the prototype and they just didn't do it for the finished product. But again, I digress. More paintwork issues, potentially. I mean, on mine there are. Take a look at the base. Look at around the bottom there. It's very sloppy. Right around here, up in here, not that great. They've done much better work. I mean, I'm trying to really get it to focus, and I'm having issues here. See, that's not Diamond Select quality as far as I'm concerned, because some of my other busts, as you will see when we do the comparison of all the busts together, you will see just how awesome some of the other ones look by comparison. But look, if you're a Star Wars fan, I guess he's a must-have. I mean, how are you not going to have Darth Maul chilling next to Darth Vader? And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. You see, from about this distance, he actually doesn't look that bad. Now I'm looking at him from here, and I'm like, you know what? He actually doesn't look half bad. So, hey, look, take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Now let's take a look at all of them together, and I'll have a nice big wide shot of all the busts on the table. My absolute favorite part of doing these reviews for the half-scale busts is having them all out on the table at once. And I even have, like, I got Batman over there in the corner. I got Rorschach upstairs. The little man jacked that one from me, so he's up in his room. These things look awesome together. Even from this distance, Darth Maul looks pretty damn good. Okay? I'm not going to lie. The problem I have, though, is that as much as I love these so much, Darth Maul just falls under that. I'm giving him 2.5 cups out of a possible 5. Maybe he just doesn't have the color that these other ones have, and maybe it's a personal bias I have against the character. Look, you might be the world's biggest Darth Maul fan, and if you want to pair him up, let's say you're a Black Series collector and you want to get into, or like you like to collect like lower end action figures and you want to get into statues on like, I don't even want to say statues on a budget, but like affordable statues, he's going to look awesome with that. If you pair him up with like a comic book, like a slabbed up comic book, he's going to look awesome with that. If you're a Hot Toys guy and you want to get the bust next to the Hot Toy, he's going to look awesome with that. These all do. Definitely check out my Iron Man review. I actually do a comparison with the Hot Toys and some CGC comics to show you guys just how awesome all these things look when mixed with other types of collectibles. I think that's where these things shine in particular, when you kind of mix and match stuff together. But I digress. That's what I'm giving it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's got its positives. It's got its negatives. These two are awesome. Love the Batman the Animated Series stuff too. It is what it is. I also had the Darth Vader and the Kylo Ren. We did some giveaways on the channel, and those are now found their ways to new homes. And once again, we want to thank Diamond Select and Gentle Giant for sending this fella over. And please, I understand, you're probably going to want to hang me when you see this review, but I got to be as truthful as I can because this is not a statue commercial. Sorry, Diamond. This has been a Red Cup review. Hopefully this has convinced you to get one of these things. There's a link down below in the description to get yours from Entertainment Earth. And that's all I'm saying about that. You want to help out the channel? That's a great way. Otherwise, throw us a subscribe. Catch you on a future episode or something like that. Godspeed. See you later, everybody. Thanks for watching our Darth Maul review.